The broadcast is now starting. All attendees.
Guys, good morning. It's 7:50. It's a little early, but I, like you guys, have not had any bot trades. I do have or have had. Good morning, Randy, Sue, Paul, Josh. Guys, good morning. Good morning. If you folks are here on trial, I hope you're enjoying. I was there a couple weeks ago, Ray, if you remember. What I would do is I would call Ninja or email Ninja and tell them you need someone to contact you if your Ninja won't open. I was there 2 weeks ago, guys, if you recall. My Ninja would not open. In any event, for those of you that paid attention in Skype this morning, I know you guys were in the room. I did give a trade to the members in Skype for my trial members. We have a member Skype, which anyone that would like to be in member Skype is welcome if you're a member, where I oftentimes will put trades in. Yesterday, I put a couple of trades in the afternoon. We had some nice trades yesterday afternoon. And then this morning, I put in this long on crude, and my target, first target was 98. You guys may notice these dots on my chart. This indicator is not mine. It is one of our members. You guys all know Gary, or should know Gary from Skype. Gary introduced me to the woman that does these, and they auto update. And I got these on my charts today. Give you a quick synopsis of this indicator. And if Gary's in the room, I assume he is. He may not be yet, but he can override anything I say. Basically, that yellow dotted line. Hey, Gary. That yellow dotted line, fellas, is the line in the sand. Trading below that dotted line, we are trading down, much like order flow. We're trading station to station. We're trading into that green. And then presumptively below green, we're trading into that blue, which is fairly strong support. You can see we ticked it a couple of ticks below that blue line and bounced right off it at 57.57. And we bounced right back up to that 58.02 level. Now I had a target at 57.99. Nice indicator. And can you get this? The answer is yes, you can. And I'll show it for a couple of days. So anybody that's interested, I don't have anything to do with it. I have no monetary benefit in this. Gary's been showing me charts for weeks, and I think it's a great addition. And then that would be your ultimate support. And then that's ultimate resistance. I'm sorry, ultimate resistance and ultimate support. So again, it's not my indicator. I don't own it. I will show it, I will show it on trades. So the presumption is at this point, we failed just above 58, and we'll see if it works lower. But that was a great trade. I had the same trade basically on order flow. It lined up with my order flow, which is the trade that I put in member Skype. Guys, coming into the session, we had small selling again in the Nasdaq, about 475 contracts. I want you to see something on Nasdaq. Anybody that's in my order flow group, anybody notice anything about Nasdaq? Anybody that's looking at their order flows? I'll tell you. Look at your volume. I look at daily volume every day when I come in. We've traded 45,000 contracts. We are some 15,000 plus, give or take 20,000 contracts light of what we normally have when we come in. Generally, when we come in, we're somewhere around 65 to 70,000 contracts at 8 a.m. We're missing a lot of volume. We're missing obvious volatility, which we have for about a week now in the Nasdaq. So I will look in other areas. You can see the range in the Nasdaq is extraordinarily narrow. I missed this 57 on the way back up this morning. But the volume is low. Volatility stinks. Gold has 2,700 net buyers. It's hanging out right around VWAP. But if gold comes below 41, I mean, we could come back down to 40. We could come all the way to 36.8 and even down to 32. I have targets on gold. We're trading below that 44 area, which is overhead resistance now. But it looks to me like gold is going to come down. I got nothing that I see of any interest. Let's see here, guys. Let me take a look at the ES. ES just, support on the ES right now, guys, is 900, 3,900. Good morning, James. Good morning to you. Victor, good morning. Guys, if you're joining us late, I just got done talking about the NASDAQ. Volume stinks. We're some 15 or 20,000 contracts light of where we generally come in. Today is Tuesday. I doubt we have any news. No. Jolt's job openings, nothing. Let's just go today, Twitter after the close. I mean, nothing of any huge. Hey, Keith, good morning. Guys, trade accordingly. I say this every day, but this volatility, the VIX is just dying. Let me take a look at the VIX. 10-year yields are falling. We've had a little bit of a bump up in bonds. Guys, currently, the VIX is up about 0.8% in the futures at 2402, and it's up 2.75% in the cash market at 2182. Took 2 trades on NQ this morning off the breakout indicator. Nice, Frank. Did you make money? I'm assuming you did. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Just looking around, guys, ES has about 5,700 sellers in the overnight session. There is some small buying, 73 contracts currently in the Russell. And the Nasdaq looks like it's going to fill a short on the 3-minute, which I have on. This would be the first trade if it takes it. Gold, I told you, has 2,700 buyers currently. I'm not looking for shorts, but God, it's not moving far. And crude has 51, almost 200 net sellers. Well, there's 8 o'clock. Good morning, Stephen. And there's your first bot trade. You can see, guys, I mean, this is ridiculous, the lack of volatility. First target is 5 handles. Anybody that was around 4 and 5 and 6 months ago with the bot, we had first targets that were 25 handles, final target, 70 and 80 handles, and we were getting to them. Gerard, good morning. Yeah, there's just nothing here. 20 ticks, first target. 20 ticks. That's it. Second target's 8.5 points. Guys, let me quickly read the disclaimer. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Good morning, Todd. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade lends no more or less credence to that trade. Trade according to your own accounts. Trade according to your tolerance for risk. If Nasdaq can break below 64, we could come 55. I mean, the ranges are just abysmal. Abysmal in the Nasdaq. Good morning, Ray. Bonds got nothing. ES is basically parked. Ton of support down to 98. We'll see what we get there. We have no news today. You're welcome, Derek. That was a decent CL trade. You're very welcome. Guys, I don't have crude in shorts. I mean gold. I just do not have it in shorts. It's going to have to get up through 45.6. Then, this area in here, maybe 45.8. Nasdaq looks like it's going to one ticket for the day. Great close. Terrific close on the Nasdaq. And the ES yesterday. It's like summer trading. Nothing goes on all day, and at the end of the day, they move them. Guys, what I'm going to do in this low volatility, I'm going to go back to 2 contracts off at target 1. Well, we hit 64. We have to break that 64 support. Yeah, we did by a few ticks. And this can come down to 55. Gold can work down to 36, fellas. Crude can come all the way back to 57 to 60. Four ticks shy. Guys, this thing can't go 5 handles. It's ridiculous. Two buyers. Two net buyers. If gold breaks below 37, we could actually come 31. $37.5. Just quickly, guys, adjusted the ATR and target 1 down to 1. So it would have hit target 1. But I've adjusted the ATR to 1. Target 1, ATR to 1. Good morning, Greg. You short crude? What price? There was a 94. Yeah, 91. What's your target, Greg? 60 something?
Order filled.
Yeah, the short on the new indicator on CL, Ray, would have been 88. 88. What's your stop, Greg? $10. Come on, Nasdaq. I've left the target, guys, at what was identified as the first target. I've changed my ATR, average true range, on target 1 to 1. If it breaks here, we should get that. There it is. Up, not quite. If you guys want to take some ticks on the Nasdaq, looks like we missed that first target by 1 tick. No, yeah, 1 tick. 62.75 and 62.5. If crude breaks below 80, it's coming straight to 67, could come to 55, 47. Again, if you guys want to take some risk off on this Nasdaq trade, feel free. I mean, I've seen closed markets move faster than this. Morning, Chris. You guys can take a gold long if you want to try a gold long. You guys want to try a gold long. $43.5, $43.6. It's going.
Target filled.
Hey, we got a target. I'm trying to get that third target out at 55. Target 1 is filled. I think it can come to 55. Watch crude below 80, guys. You want to take if anybody's in this? Yeah, gold is still playing these goddamn games. 47.8. This area has to break on crude 80, and it should come to 67, 68. If anybody wants a short, or if you're not already short. Second target would have been hit on the bot. I did not adjust the ATR in the second target. It's hit 58. If you guys want to take second target, take it. I'm milking it for that last 3 handles. Anybody short crude? Anybody short crude? Okay. Your bot is? Oh, I don't have the 3-minute bot. That's why. What happened with what, Mark? Greg. Yeah, GC was great yesterday. It's a little weird today. We'll get gold. Let him expand the range. Gold looks like it's coming to 36.8 now. There was a short on GC on the 15-minute. That's what I have. Keith. Morning, Johan. Nice job, Keith. On the 3 minute. Bruce, I can't give that out. There goes gold. Jerking around first. Keith. A mistake that paid. Yeah, it's again, look at your delta. You got 3,000 net buyers. I'm not really interested in shorts on gold. There's a bunch of resistance here, but I think we trade back to 48. We could go 50, 51. I don't know why we're squirreling around. I read an article last night about there it is. All targets hit there. The stimulus plan. Now they're talking about $3,000 per person. Anybody read that? 3,000. 3,600 per child. Yeah, I read an article last night that said that Biden wants to increase the stimulus. There's your 55 bounce. It's not very much. Wants to increase the stimulus plan to $3,000 per person. Well, for the first time in history, the deficit now exceeds annual GDP. Probably so. If we can get another candle down below 80, this is a 15 range on the screen. This is a 5 range I'm trading. Good morning, Jennifer. I mean, it's just we got a decent little move down to 74, but I'd like to see it come into the lows again. Yes, I will, Veronica. Yep. And they're not Gary's. Gary works with the woman's name that generates this is Pam Ludwig, and Gary and Pam trade together and have done things together, and they're actually hers. And they are dynamic, so they'll change. And I'll get you guys an email for Pam. Yeah, I mean, if we break down below 74, we come 67. Below 74, that swing, we come 67, and we could bounce in that 67 area. This is just uber slow everywhere. Gold is chopping around sideways and putting me to sleep. Nasdaq, I can't even look at. I think it's time for a divorce. I mean, it's hard to trade something that doesn't really move. There we go. Got another candle. Yes, Josh. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Order filled.
Gold just went long on the bot on the 3-minute. Now, if we can break down through this 74, we should get to that first target. We might even could get to, a couple ticks lower than that before we get a small bounce. Right here. The Fed should be aggressive while in the teeth of the pandemic. While in the teeth. Come on, one more candle. We need 74. Gives us another candle, right? It's a 5 range. Got another 650 sellers here, fellas. We have 6,703 net sellers in crude. One more tick and it's going to give us a new 5 range. There's a new candle. Got to break that little swing. That's the bot. That's the support. Got to break 74. We come 67. You guys want ticks? Take them. Your prerogative. But that swing level would be a target, right? We know we have to come through it. There goes gold. About time. Guys, pay attention. Pay attention to gold. If gold breaks out above 49.5, above 49.5, it can go spastic. 49.6, it goes spastic. This is just ridiculous. It's so light. Won't break one tick. My final target will be 35 if we can get at it. Or if you want to take some risk off, trade them as you see fit coming into top of the hour. You want to take some, if you guys are trading multiples, if you guys want to take risk off, my final target will be down here at 35. A little bit of resistance on gold at 47 area, but it should get that first target. I'm about done with this crude trade, fellas. It's putting me to sleep. Come on. Good morning, Ray. It's manual, Ray. It's manual. There's no automated trading on this. Guys, this could bounce back up to 84 to 94. I'm done. I'm out. Lost interest in that trade. I'm out of crude. Lost interest. This can trade back up to 94. 84 to 94. I'll look for it at the open. Almost 6,800 sellers, fellas, in crude. Gold should get that first target. If anybody wants to sell Nasdaq, you mean the lines, Mark? Those dots? If you send me an email, I will. I'll send you her. I'll send you her name and email address. All right. First target, guys, was hit to the tick. Didn't fill. But if gold breaks out above 49.5, it's going to go bananas. 49.6 goes bananas. You guys want to take some risk off? I'm watching Delta. Mahir, Delta. Joe, it already took a Nasdaq short. It's only taken 2 trades today. It took this trade. Short here. Targets are hit. And it's in this gold trade. It hit first target at 25 ticks, but did not fill. That is all we have done so far. I mean, if this gets these 2 targets, guys, it's it's a huge day. It'd be a $2,000 day. It's done 2 trades. If it gets that second target on gold, which I think it can. Now, yesterday was a down day for the bots. Gold looks like, or crude looks like it's going to break on the open. There's your first target, guys, filled on the bots. Now, you'll notice I do not have the auto trail on. I've not moved my stop. There are 3,700 net buyers in gold. It's got to break above 48.3, basically where we stopped. I'm not trading micros. Dr. Dean is trading micros from 6 to 8 a.m. Eastern every day, Joe. I'm not trading micros. If anybody is interested in trying a Nasdaq short, whether it's in micros or minis, you can. You have a target at about 45 from here and a stop about 82. So it's a 61 short. Yes, it is, Joe. Yes. So it's a 60, 61, 62, whatever. This area on the NASDAQ. It's a 20 handle stop, best I have. And it's about a 45 target 1. Guys, give me 1 minute. I'm just going to get coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Gold could go back to 44.3. Yeah, I have a short on the Nasdaq, Greg. Right in here, 62, 60, 62, 63, all the way up to 68. The stop has to be 82. Target's 45. Yeah, I agree with you, Don. And looking at the delta, we have 7,200 net sellers. 7,200 net sellers in crude. I don't know why crude hasn't busted, but it should. If we can get one candle below this, I think you'll see 60 area, and we could come all the way down. It looks like crude is going to bust out down to at least 34. That third standard deviation is rolling out. Russell's doing what Russell does. If anybody's in this gold trade and wants their money, take it. It hit first target at 25 ticks. Not a bad trade. The bots are up 720 pending the completion of this trade. Now, for most, not everybody, I'm sure, but for most of you in this room, that would be your daily goal and then some. Guys, anybody short Nasdaq? If anybody is short NQ, uh, 83.5. 83.5. Okay, guys. $45 is target one. 45 is target one on NQ is what I have. And if we break 50, if we can break 54, I can adjust the stop. Gold went to where? My 47.9 target, rat bag. Had a putz around first, but it went to 47.9. Where did I get that number? Look, right to Pam's level. Now, if we crawl above, this is basically your long short line in the sand. If we crawl above 47.9, 51.3. I don't have it. She doesn't do them for the Russell. She does them for the extra stupid, otherwise known. I have targets at 55, 47, 40, all the way down to 27. Down to 27. So I have the same 55 target you do, Don. What are the red blue dots that appear above or below the candles? That's your short. That's just saying it's a red candle or a blue candle. Gold has 3,700 net buyers. 3,700. Keith. 3,760. Well, I gave the target for that is cumulative delta. Yes, Joe. I gave the target on the Nasdaq at 45 for the first target and the stop at 82. I've not dropped that first. I've not dropped stop yet. Okay. Thank you, Gary. GC hit first. Yes, Joe. GC filled first target. If gold gets above 49.5, guys, it's going to blow above 49.5. First has to get above 48. I can't even look at the NQ, guys. I mean, it's just utterly ridiculous. We've pulled that 95 lower. Guys, at 9 a.m., which is in a minute, I will take my breakfast break. I'll leave this up for you, as I do every day. There's 9 a.m. We're going to trade into 49.2 or 3. If you guys want your ticks at second target, you can take them. I've moved it out to third at 51.1. Yeah, that's just the open. That's just a bounce. I still think it's going to get hit. There's too many sellers. This could pull back to 45.7. I did send out an email yesterday, guys. All right, I closed it. I closed that gold trade. Bots are up 1160. I sent out an email, guys. All of you are registered in Benchmark email, which is the, much like Constant Contact. It's a, mass mailings. If anybody did not get yesterday's email, send me an email and I will make sure you get one today. Guys, I'm going to take my breakfast break. Obviously, I like crude long. I'll be back. First target is filled. 45 was target 1. It is filled. I mean, Chris, it is impossible for me to discuss a specific trade. It's just impossible. I mean, on Friday. but look, this is an easy trade. This is where I basically gave the trade, right? Right up in here. 61, right around the 68, right? With a first target at 45. Here was our low, 51, which I told you guys we have to break 51. And we've done that. It's a basic trade. There's no specialty in that trade. Natural gas has some buyers. 10 contracts here, 11 here, 12 here. You got buyers in gas. We're getting a bounce off the bottom is all. Here's crude. Crude looks like it's going to dump that low of the day. Nice job, James. I think it keeps coming, Nasdaq. We may get a bounce on the open, but I don't think it bounces much above 45, which was our first target. It could go back 44 to 49, but I think that's about it. Crude has 8,200 net sellers. Now we are in the bottom. So we could push back up to 69.70. I don't think it's going much further than that. We'll see. Here's ES also on the bottom. Copper, 905, hit the day high. And silver, for you silver junkies. I would think silver is, yeah. I hate these VWAP trades. I think silver is setting up to come lower with gold. Nasdaq just bounced up to that 44.45. That was our first target. So that should be, again, we have a little over 1,000, 1,100 net sellers on Nasdaq. I'm not sure. Again, it's coming into the open, so who knows? There's going to be some volatility, but I don't think 49. Silver looks like it wants 530. And it's pulled the 68 higher up. So what should happen? We should probably tag that area, maybe get a small bounce. Not a lot of sellers in silver. Most of it's in gold. But if it breaks below the swing at 520, silver could trade, 480 down to 415. Let me get bots on here, fellas. Make sure I've got them on. I do. Bots are up $1,100, almost $1,200, guys. So again, the question everybody in this room has to ask themselves is, if I've made my money, do I continue to run my bots? Now, we could trade it to 5,000. We could trade it to 5,000 negative. We don't know. What we do know is the Nasdaq has exceedingly light volume. 56,000 contracts have traded. There's nothing here. We should be close to 80,000 by now. Very light volume in the Nasdaq. We're off, guys. Maybe back to VWAP. I don't know if I can move it. Yeah, I guess I can. Usually on the open, It looks like we may get a small pop on the ES. I don't see any imbalances. Marty Schottenheimer just passed away. I've got no trades at this point, Don. I've got nothing. YM is turning over. Russell kind of flat for the moment. There's ES going to pop back to VWAP. Russell's getting a bid, or at least a small, into this resistance here. Nasdaq, I don't think Nasdaq can get above 72. It popped back up to our entry on the open. CL has a bid, but it's got to get through what looks like 65. So if anybody wanted to try a long on CL, you could try 66, but you're trading right back up into a mess. I don't have any interest in that long. I mean, you might get it to 75. I think any pullback you can sell on crude. If you guys want to try a short on YM, let's see if it pops up to 220. I'd like to get a better entry. You can short YM if you want. 201, 202, 203, 204. Your stop is 250. Could pop a little here, but 250 is what I have on YM as a stop. You guys know I'm not a big YM guy. Nasdaq's getting bought on the open. It's gone green delta. Anybody short YM? ES may go too. Crude, I would be no interest in the longs. Anybody short YM? Your stop's 250, fellas, on YM. First target is 160 on YM. 160. There's only 300 buyers here on the ES in the opening candle. $160 on YM target 1 if you're short. Let Nasdaq play games. Maybe 162 on YM. Come on, YM. Another 20 ticks. Everybody will be happy. NQ is going. Jesus, look at this Nasdaq. Russell's coming down. Gold is bid. Gold has 3,600 buyers, fellas. YM has to break 72. It bounced off 72. There it comes.
Order filled.
Russell.
Target filled.
Yeah, Russell. Wow, Nasdaq, I don't have a damn bot on. Why did I turn that off? No, it's on. It missed a trade. GC at 44 is your long. Yeah, it should go back to 48 is what I see. 49. All kinds of buying in gold. YM is hanging in there, fellas. It's just got to it's got to break that swing at 70, and you're going to get that first target about 62. Everybody's in the money on YM. This is why I can't stand the YM. It's so damn slow. Nasdaq is going to pull back to 68 from here. Could come back down to 44, but 68 for sure. There goes gold. Come on, YM, puke it up. Silver came down to our targets, fellas. Anybody short silver? You got first target on silver, and here goes silver. Bye. Anybody short silver? Proprietary. Anybody short silver? Nobody? Okay. Silver was huge today. Gold, look at this rat bag. Looks like it's headed to 36.8 now. Couldn't get above that 44 half area. I would not be interested in a gold short, fellas.
Order filled.
All right. We're short on the Russell on the bot. Now, again, if you guys have been taking trades on the bot and you've made your money, take your money. Take your money. First target, 22 ticks on RTY. It's got to break that one standard deviation right there. There it is. First target filled. Yes, you can, Joe. Yeah, you sure can. First target filled, RTY. I still think YM is going to freaking puke. If it breaks 72, your first target's about 62 area. Look at gold. Good geez. Gold could come down to 32. Crude busted. Oh, crude. Greg with another phenomenal trade. Crude busted. Crude's coming lower. Sell them all to hell and back for all I care, fellas. Here comes second target on RTY. You guys can move it out if you want. Hit target, didn't fill it. Hit second target filled. You'll have to send me an email. I won't remember how to chat, and I can't go back into the chat. A little bit better trade than yesterday, guys. 3 dingbats that asked for their money back yesterday. The whole $10. Seriously. Seriously. Guess I'm not allowed to have a bad day. Guys, silver was an absolutely staggering trade. Staggering short. Gold is coming to 32. That's where I'm looking for the long off gold. Exactly, Brad. Exactly. Guys, the bots are currently up 1695. Thank you, Greg. Guys, first target hit on YM. First target hit and filled. Completely free trade on the YM ski. I would not give that up, fellas. I would not give up YM. Next target is 112. YM ski, 112. Maybe today's the mother of all days. 112 YM. Yeah, I'm not a YM fan either. I didn't take it either. I hate the YM. I didn't take it. Gold is getting close to a long, guys. Yeah, Joe, yesterday was a bad day. I mean, listen, guys, the robot works, fellas. Does it have bad days? Of course. Does it have bad trades? Of course. Finished down yesterday. Oh, well. You just you made 300 from the YM. I hate it too. It's not one of my favorites. You guys can take a gold long if you guys want to scalp at a gold long. I really wanted to see it hit 32, but it's going to pop here. Back up to 36.8. Target 1, 36.7. Target 1, 36.7. These are order flow trades, guys. These are not bot trades. 36.7. There's 36.2. We hit 3. Come on, dog. Maybe 36.6 on GC. 36.6 if you're long. It's a dump truck full of selling pressure. Russell's still getting hit. I don't, Joe. No. I don't even keep daily totals. I mean, they're on YouTube and Vimeo. I don't even write them down. 36.6 first target on gold. Crude's getting a little bit of a bounce. It could trade back up to 57. Even 64. Come on, gold. If you guys want to try a Nasdaq short, we can sell Nasdaq here. $71, $75 area, 73. This whole area is a Nasdaq short. Your stop has to be 82. Let's see what it does. Don't you play games. I'm not interested in the long, guys. Come on, drop down. There's 81. Nope, I'd be out. You got first target, guys, on gold. First target on gold. Out. Next target on gold. VWAP, 42. VWAP, 42. My order flow guy should know that. 42. And above that, 48. Anybody holding GC? Crude got 57. Boom. Anybody take crude? Guys, we're firing today. Anybody take crude? I missed one so far, Nasdaq. Okay, Patrick. It's going to 41.9, guys. Okay, Gary. Nice. Boo! There's my 64. Next level up, 68. Be very careful with crude in this area. It's trading into a pile of overhead resistance. Took NQ and GC and got 423 after commissions. Your day is done. Okay? Come on, gold. All kinds of buyers, fellas. Here's where gold is stuck. 40. Yeah, I missed on one NQ short. I'm not yet. I don't have it yet. It could trade up to 37.11. No. Silver's long. Following gold. Look, silver's hang on, guys. Silver is long. Following gold. I have nothing on NQ. No, I don't, Joe. No. No, I miss most of my own trades because the best trades occur in the first 15 to 30 minutes, right? So I'm watching some 60 charts, 40, maybe 50 charts and order flow to try to find you guys trades. The order flow trades are meant to enhance, potential profitability. So I'm looking for trades on order flow. So consequently, I missed most of I have 6. Guys, gold is going to 42. Nice job, James. It's going to 42, 41.8. It should go through VWAP because we have a huge positive delta. Hi, Magnus. And then 48. Above 42, it's 48. It's where it should go, guys. 41.7, 41.8, next target. Look at crude being a little dingbat. We got crude, we got gold. Got the YM big. I'm not interested really in ES. But I did miss an ES long at 99.5. I can only get so many, guys. Now we may come down to 68 on Nasdaq from here. Nice job, Rick. Nasdaq should come down to 68, 69 from 80. Your stop would be 93, 68, 69. Guys, for those of you that don't know, if you're here on trial, I'm 59 years old. Some clown sent me an email back. He was a $10 trial, and the email was, dude. First of all, I didn't collect anybody's money. That's for starters. August 7th, Steve. I'll be 59. Here comes your gold, fellas. You're going to be 60? Dang. You don't look it in your pictures. Nice job, Kirk. There you go, guys. Yeah, I say it once in a while too, I guess. GC was an order flow trade, but if you look at your indicator, you had basically the same long. Real stop now, 39. But I wouldn't let, I think absolutely, Ken. 60 is the new 40. Nice job, Moshi. Nice job. Exactly, Reg. Well, maybe the dude imbibes. If anybody took crude, it's still going. Probably back up to $58 now on crude. Back up to $58, fellas. Is anybody holding anything they want stops or targets for? NQ target, if it's a short, is 69. The stop is 93. ES 99.5. You're long or you're long. ES 39.10. 39.10. Well, GC I've already given, fellas. Gold's next target up was VWAP. We've hit that target, right? We got first target, second target. We're through VWAP. We should pop VWAP. We have a huge positive delta. There's no reason for this to sell. Next target up is 47.6. Huge trade on gold. I don't know what CD is. What is CD? Oh, I do. I've been trading order flow for years, Joe. And still teach it. All right, guys. We're 30 minutes into this mess, and everybody should have had a good day. The bots have had a very good day, up 16.95 on very few trades. I am Keith. Nasdaq is just hanging around doing nothing. Thank you, Keith. Guys, yesterday was just a tough trade. What can I tell you? RTY long targets. Damn, I missed the Russell too. 89. 89.3. ES is going to 10, fellas. ES is going to 10. ES is going to 10. I'd like to see a pullback so I can get in it, but it's going to 10. What? Did he say he would trade the ES? Those of you guys that don't know, I rarely trade the ES. Next level up, guys, on Nasdaq, 711. Guess they're liking that $3,000 stimulus. Well, I'm not buying the ES here. I got to get a pullback. We're going to 710, 711 on Nasdaq now, fellas. On the long side. We have about 1,000 net buyers now. Yeah, that's twice on the Nasdaq. Biden promised you 2. I think he's given 3. Don't turn down that extra 1,000. Yeah, my stop was 93. My stop was 93, Paul. It was a small stop. If crude rolls below 70, it could come back to 57, but gold is pulling back a bit. I would be leery of shorts with 2,800 net buyers. And now we're just slow. Got to get above that 98, 99. ES made it to 6. There are no bot trades, fellas. I did have my NQ bot on, and it did not fire on that trade. I don't know why. I should have been in at 76. It did not take that trade. Again, if the volatility was high, I allow for 1 tick of slippage, and that could be the reason. Target now on Nasdaq is 711, 730, and 750. Those are your targets on NQ. Gold still has to get through 44. If it gets through that 44, it goes. I'm not sure why we failed at VWAP with that delta. I did, and it was a losing trade, Nalufa. I did. It stopped out at 93. Because when it went through the stop, Nalufa, it flipped into my longs. Yes, you can, Joseph. Guys, as traders, you got to be willing to trade both sides of the trade, right? So if I take a short and I say my stop is 93, what happens above 93? Hang on, guys. What happens? It flips into my long. All right, guys, I'm back. It's going to 11, fellas. 10, 11, and then it's going to 30 and probably 50, 750. Now 86. Thank you, Don. Guys, gold is still playing freaking games. Just amazing on gold. So if you guys are in Nasdaq and you're trading multiples, you can take some off anytime in here through 10. And if we bust through 11, we're going to 730. So if you're trading 1, it's still a big trade, but you got to start thinking about where am I coming out? 10 to 11 is my next target. Okay. Don't try to milk every tick either. I think it goes, but trade them as you see fit. Missed a short on Nasdaq. I mean on crude. God, that was a quick dump. Damn it. I said if it breaks 70, it's coming down to 57. I missed my own trade. I got to start having pending orders. Anybody take crude at 70? Got target. Okay, Michael, at least somebody heard me. $10.11, fellas, $10.11. If you're trading multiples, there it goes. Target hit. Target hit. Anybody trading multiples, you should have risk off. Meanwhile, YM can't get out of its own way. Anybody trading multiples? You got 2 off. Okay, Gary. Now it's a free trade, guys. Next target up is 728 to 30. 28 to 30. Okay, Paul. 28 to 30 is the next target, fellas. There's a little zone up there to trade to. For what it's worth, crude has a gap at 57.12, down to 57 at 57.12 area. I don't know that it comes down there, but look at this Nasdaq. Now it's trading like it used to. Silver bid. I see that. But I think it's going to, I mean, it could break that. I don't know that it does or it doesn't, but I think it's going to break, Gary. You're welcome, Daryl. Guys, I'm going to take losing trades. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. I wish I didn't. We'd all be rich. ES could pull back to 98, 99. Nasdaq's pulling back a bit. I have no bot trades, guys. $2,700 buyers still in gold, and it just won't move. Anybody that's holding Nasdaq still, 28 to 30 is the next target. Okay, Gary. 28 to 30. Okay, Johan. James. All right, fellas. Okay, Cliff. We could get some pullbacks in here, guys. Still holding one EF, hit daily goal, holding for a free trade. Okay, James. ES, I'd like to see it 98. Not till 98. No. I'd like to see 98 on the pullback on the ES. Thank you, Don. Yeah, but we should get a bounce off 98, maybe to a half. I mean, it might only bounce a point or two, but we never know, right? There's crude back at that support zone. Gold is trying again. I just don't know why gold is so damn slow, fellas. If it gets through 41, it goes 44. 44.6. If it can get through that, it's good to go, I would think. Russell trying to get a bid. Nobody's really trading silver. Let me take a look at CL. CL's trapped at 81 on the top side. CL can go long to 75 if anybody wants to try a CL long to 75. I don't know why gold will not break. 2,800 buyers. It's just sitting. Anybody long crude? First target 75.
Order filled.
All right, guys, I just hit gold. $75 is what come on, gold. Pop here. There you go, gold. So here it is, guys, on our indicator. And it's still waffling. If we get above this 43, this thing will rip. Still waffling. Got to get above that swing at 43. It is not, Joe. No. Come on, gold. Pop here. There goes your Nasdaq, fellas. Come on, gold. Got buyers, not many. This should get to, this has to pop 43. I see on the 15-minute, it's pushing resistance. There it is to 43. If this pops, there it goes. There you go, guys. Oh, you rat bag. Come on, give me first target at 43.7. It should go 44.7. I'm 10 ticks below the first area.
Target filled.
There you go. First target filled on gold. Okay. Free trade. Everybody good? Everybody good, guys? This is on my indicator. This is a live trade. And I'm using Ham's level as my next target. You got CL. CL hit target. I know you love your CL, Ryan. Go crude, if it can bust above 84, your next target up is VWAP. You guys know that, right? It's all right. Nasdaq's going to that 28 to 30 level, fellas, next. Then above that 50. Then above that 50. Come on, gold. Get a move on. That 44.3 goes. That's the indicator that I talked about earlier this morning, Mimi. It's not mine. It's a woman by the name of Pam Ludwig. It's the indicator that, yeah, it's okay. It's the indicator that Gary uses. Guys, we got to get above that 44.8 area and gold can break out. If gold gets above 44.8, we could trade 48.2, 49.5 and then break out. Yeah, but I'm doing this with a 10 range on the stop. Here we go, buddy. Small sellers in this candle, guys. 30, 31. I'm looking at a 3-minute bar, 39, 40. Here comes Nasdaq next target. Here comes Nasdaq next target. 28 to 30. $28 to $30. Nasdaq next target. Here we go. Got a new candle on the 15 range as well. Did I miss ES? No. Come on, Nasdaq, break up. Get above that 44.7 and this thing's going to fly. 44.8. Whatever the swing is here, 44.3. Here comes next target on NQ, guys. 28 to 30 area, then 50. Got small sellers in this candle, 11, 12 on gold. If it pops that swing, it's going to go. Guys, give me 1 minute. I've got to send. Come on, pop this. Don't be bashful. Pop it and go like the wind. We had 2 net sellers in the previous 3-minute candle. We have 1 net buyer in this candle. 1, 8. If it breaks that little swing, guys, anybody in this gold trade, if it breaks that swing, it's going to go. Trade accordingly. You're pretty dang close on that next Nasdaq target, guys. I honestly can't believe it hasn't broken it. You guys can sell YM up here at VWAP if you guys are interested. Your stop is 255, 256. It's basically the Nasdaq show. Gold is in park. Nice, Steve. Got almost we're but yeah, I see that, Steve. Greg, I see that. Here comes your 28 to 30 target. There's 28, guys. Here's your little target range for next target up, 28 to 30. Stop is 55 on the YM. First target is 189, 188, 190, that area. I mean, gold is literally stopped. There's nothing I can do with it. You got 3,100 buyers, guys. I surely wouldn't look to be short. It may pull back to find buyers again to go. But if we can break that damn swing, I'm not long for this trade.
Order filled.
I'm out. I'm out of gold. I'm done with it. You guys can have it. If it goes now, it may have just had to pull back to find buyers. There's another entry on gold if it breaks above 44.5, 44.6. CL, if it can get above 85, can get you to. Anybody still holding crude? Okay, Greg. On the long, I mean. On the long I gave. Anybody still holding CL on the long? Next target up would be VWAP 92. But everything is trading at a glacial pace. Russell's just sitting here. YM looks like it wants to break. Down through 10, you guys will should get right to your. I'm not holding this, fellas. I'm not holding this trade.
Stop.
Okay, out here. That could still be a winning trade. I'm just not willing to give anything back. ES, quiet as a church. Crude stuck in a really small area. Come on, YM. Puke it up. Nice job, Patrick. Report from Capitol Hill. Democrats plan to increase PPP funding. Don't cry when you're paying $7 a gallon for milk. Somebody voted this guy in. Oh, gas for sure. Well, we're all going to pay for that. It is nice to spend other people's money. No question. Yeah, my father-in-law voted for him. Or, I mean, my stepdad voted for him. For Biden. He's been dead for 8 months, but he managed to get his vote in. No, seriously, he's been dead for 8 months. Gold is just really slow today, but it should get 48 area and then 51. Probably got 2 votes in. Probably so. Anybody have any questions, guys? Anything at all? I have not seen Mike Lindell's video. You know, the cancel culture got a hold of him, but he's doing pretty well. You're exactly right, Patrick. And you know that the PPP stuff. Yeah, he's got 75 million Republicans that'll buy from him directly online. Exactly, just like Goya Foods. I'll talk about it after, Charlie. I'll talk about it at the end of the session. Yeah, but just hang on, guys. I got a call coming in. It's probably a trial. Yeah, but what people don't realize is they got to pay the money. That money's got to get paid back. The PPP money. At some point, is there a payment schedule with that? Joe, anyone in that? Yes, anybody that purchases the robot gets 3 months included in the trade room. Yes, and then thereafter, Judd, there are no robot trades at this point to show. I know you came in late. You didn't get. It's forgivable up to 150 grand. I know you got in late. You didn't get the access link. But the robot is up 1350 at this point. But there's not much going on here.
Order filled.
All right, we just got a trade, guys, on a robot, which is the ES on a 15-minute robot. This is 15 minutes, fellas. Obviously, bigger stops. It's 15 minutes. Got nothing going on today in Russell, nothing going on in YM. Nasdaq has been the show today. This trade could be on, guys, for a while. Lori had traded gold, Nasdaq, and Russell. This is now an ES trade. On what time frame, Paul? On the Uniranko? What time frame? Huh. I'll go through the trades. This ES trade could be here for like ever. It's so slow. Nasdaq powering back up, fellas. I trade ES. Because that's a level I have, Bruce. I have a target. I'll give you targets on the ES for those of you guys that are ES traders. I'm not a big ES guy, but yeah, ES's problem is right here at 6. We're going to 10, and we could go all the way to 916. That's the top of the range. We could go to 916. Nasdaq motoring again. I mean, you can buy 19 if you want to take Nasdaq long with an 04 stop. 19 with an 04. May not pull back to 19, but 19 with an 04. I mean, you could buy it here with an 04, but 19 is. YM is still trying to come down to my first target. Anybody holding YM still? 95 is my first target. 55 was our stop. Anybody holding YM still? And there goes Nasdaq. There goes ES with it. If ES can get above this resistance, if it breaks 13, this thing is going to motor. ES. Well, we've hit my 30 target, 28 to 30 area, JLG. So the next target I have on Nasdaq is 50, 48, 47. But this is telling me 51, 52. $2,700 net buyers in the Nasdaq. Guys, we've pretty much rang the till today. Crude could fail again. and come right back down to 57. Nice, Ray. Look at you go. 5 off and a runner. Nice. I mean, yeah, I do. I think that we are in dire need of some pullback in here. All right, Ray. Nasdaq's got to get a 5-minute close above about 34, 33. And then it's going to go bananas. Crude looks like it could sell again back into that 57 level. And we could start it all over again. 8,000 net sellers in crud. Got a long on Russell trying here. 85. Okay, so give me 1 minute. All right, guys. Where would stop be? 89. If you're short, 89. You're welcome. Guys, the volatility in the ES is stupendous. Utterly stupendous. I missed a gold short. Actually, the volatility, it's 10 tick range, Michael. Is that what it's at? 10 ticks? Utterly ridiculous. Seriously, utterly ridiculous. I know, it's totally liquid. I missed it on the open. Yeah, it is, Joe. Yeah. You guys know how much I love the ES. I do. I will trade the ES when it's pinging around in a 30, 40 tick range. I like it then. 10 ticks is kind of not my gig. I'd rather poke my eyes out. Clearly, if we break 7.5, we go to target. But this is just not for me, guys. I do, Judd. But it can trade anything. I mean, I used to have it on silver and some of the other things, but you know, most of the room doesn't trade silver, soybeans, copper, etc. So I stopped doing it because, most of the guys don't trade it. Come on, ES. Joe can do it. Joe can do it. If it pops here, we should get that target. Can't go 4 more ticks. I don't trade Bitcoin either. You're right, Dirk. I'm still kicking myself in the teeth. I told you, my son called me when it was about 3,500. He's heavily invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Heavily. And he said, Dad, just buy 10 coins. It's 35,000. I said, okay, honey, I'll do it. He said, I'm telling you, it's going higher. That's not the first time I didn't do it. One of our members called me a bunch of years back, said, hey, I'm throwing 15 grand into this thing. He said, throw 15 grand into it. What do you care if it goes to zero? He pulled out $1.5 million, $1.6 million, something like that. That's when it went to like 20 grand. I think he came out at 18,000. Guys, this is just an utterly boring trade, but we have made money today on virtually everything. I've taken a few losses on a couple of Nasdaq trades, but we've hit them on gold, big. We've hit them on bought 50,000 of Ethereum 5 days ago. Nice. No, definitely would not suck. This was one tick from target, fellas. I mean, there's just no real movement in. All right, Ryan. Good day. All right, guys. I don't have the tolerance for this. I have no tolerance. I don't care what it does or where it goes. I'll do everything I can for you, Paul. I think you can short Nasdaq with a 35 stop, but I know you guys are. See you tomorrow, Ray. You're welcome, Jim. Guys, it was a good trade, albeit slow and boring, but it was a good trade. Judd, I've got a number. I'll go over it today for you guys. I mean, we're kind of slow. For those of you guys that are interested, today is only Tuesday, but I'll give you guys yeah, that's about right, Victor. There are basically, let me see if I can find it. I'll explain the memberships to you. Hang on, guys. I got to find it. I believe it's this one. Here are the basic memberships in the room, okay? There's a couple that are not on here. The first membership, which is the basic membership, is the purchase of the robot. The robot is $24.97. That does come with 3 months in the trade room. At the end of 3 months, if you want to stay, it's $199 a month. You will have permanent access to member Skype, permanent access to the member area, whether you're still remain in the room or not. Okay? You can license it on 2 machines. It is owned by you. There's no annual fee. We could come back to 700. There is no fee. There's no annual licensing fee or anything like that. Okay? $24.97. That's the most common. There is a second membership, which is an annual membership of $34.97. 12 months in the room, that includes the robot. So some of you, elect to do an annual membership. It's a little cheaper on the, obviously it's cheaper on the monthly. Then there's an order flow membership, which is 2 years in the room. It's $49.97. That's 2 years in this room as well. We meet 1 time a week where I'm actually teaching order flow. You would be in the second group, which started 3 weeks ago. Thursday is I believe the 4th. Thursday might be the 5th. I'm not sure. But it's a 24-week class. Sessions are recorded. Videos are sent to everybody. I have a lot of members that are learning order flow that don't necessarily come to class on Thursday. It's done at 12 noon. I saw it the first time, Irina. I saw your question the first time. If you give me a couple of minutes, I'll come right back to you. There is also a single-use robot, which I don't have on here. If anybody, is interested in the single-use robot, the single-use robot is $9.97, and it is licensed to trade 1 instrument of your choice. The full-use robot can trade whatever you want on however many instruments you'd like. So if you want to trade 50 instruments and 50 different time frames and have 250 bots running, it's your prerogative. The single-use robot is $9.97. A second instrument can be added for $3.97. So for like whatever that is, $13.98, you can trade 2 instruments. Okay? But just to be clear, it is licensed for only 2. That doesn't mean today I get up and I want to trade Nasdaq, so I do. Tomorrow I want to trade ES, so I do. It's licensed and locked to 1 instrument. That does include micros. Okay? There is one last, and I'll have to update this. Yes, it did. The robot is up 1462.50. There is one more membership, which is a monthly membership. And I'll update this sheet for Friday because I'll go through this again on Friday. And the monthly membership is $497. All you have access to is the trade room. Okay, which opens at 6 a.m. Eastern with Dean. If he takes robot trades, you can follow along. But there is no access to the member area or member Skype. So that's the base. Those are the memberships, guys. And Irina, you are asking me to show you the robot and how it works. The robot is a multi-time frame analysis of moving averages. Okay? The trigger is a moving average crossover. Now, some of you may look at this and say, oh, well, that's just a moving average crossover. Hell, I can do that. No, you can't. It is not a simple moving average crossover. the robot is assessing moving averages across up to 4 additional time frames. So for instance, if these moving averages on my primary chart, which in this case is a 3-minute, let's just assume those were 20 and 50. Well, on my secondary charts over here, those would all have to be green to take that trade. They would all have to be 20 and 50 having had crossed over prior to this. So it's a multi-time frame analysis of moving averages. Stops and targets are based on not a generic ATM, but the robot is using average true range to identify stops and targets. Then of course it auto trails, there's an auto break even button, etc. For the record, here is what we did today on the bots. They are all off 1462.50. 1462.50 on the bots. Okay? You got a long right here on Nasdaq, fellas. Guys, you can take a long here. Yeah, the bot will trade 24 hours a day. I can try, Lloyd. Long gold. You should be long gold. I gave you the long gold. I gave it to you right here. 39.4. Back to VWAP. Gold is long. Your target now on the long? Victor, are you long? Yeah, your first target is 90 and then 33. Just above VWAP and then back to 33. If anybody that's here on trial has decided that they are already interested and wants to do something, just send me an email. Yes, not target profits, not targets, but stops, yes. Send me an email. Listen, if anybody, look, pay attention to this, guys, so we don't email back and forth. If somebody has decided I want to do blank, single use bot, full version bot, annual membership, the breakout indicator, whatever the case may be, send me an email. But I also need a couple of things from